Welcome to the Murphy Center on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University, where in Class AAA, we'll play for the Girls State Championship. Undefeated Science Hill taking on Murfreesboro Riverdale. I'm Mike Keith, joined by Coach Ron Bargetzi for what figures to be an exciting matchup all the way around. For Riverdale, this is their finals appearance, year 3 in a row. For Science Hill, their first chance at it, and Coach, an uphill struggle for them today. The Lady Toppers going to be without Shy Copney, injured a knee yesterday.
Mike, no one likes chaos on the road. It's a home game for Riverdale, and Taisha Perry had better be ready for chaos. They're going to come at her on defense from all angles and create a chaotic situation with their full court pressure defense. That's what Science Hill has got to cope with without their star player.
Science Hill looking for big performance today out of their point guard, Tiana Tarter. Tarter, an excellent shooter at 56%. She will need to have a big game, just a sophomore, under the bright lights today. The rest of the starters for the Lady Hilltoppers, keep an eye on Morgan Knack, who is an outstanding three-point shooter, and Lyon will have to have a good game in the post. Let's take you now to the third member of our broadcast crew today. Here's Chad Withrow.
Joined now by Science Hill head coach Daryl Barnwell. Coach, going against a Riverdale team today, it's been very effective in the tournament. What are some keys for your team in this game?
Well, just traditional keys. I mean, we're going to have to do a good job keeping them off the boards. But the biggest thing is taking care of the basketball. They do a great job with their pressure defense and their presses that they run. And so big key for us is making sure we take care of the basketball and don't give them some easy baskets in transition.
Thanks a lot, Coach. That's Science Hill head coach Daryl Barnwell.
Riverdale has won 22 games in a row. They are the number 5 ranked girls team in America, largely because of Georgia signee Shakobia Barbie. She is a team player first and foremost. 15 points a game, 9 rebounds, but she is a player who does it all and makes this explosive lineup go. Just one of 2 seniors on the Lady Warriors roster. As we take a look at Riverdale's starting lineup, we see some guard play that is really outstanding. Petty at the point, Middleton can shoot the 3. Keep an eye on Olivia Jones, who also averages 12 points a game, as we head back to Chad Withrow.
Joined by Riverdale head coach John Wild. Coach, your team going against an undefeated Science Hill team today. What are some keys for you guys?
Well, we're just going to have to do what we do. We're just not going to try to get out of our box too much and play within our system. And, offensively, it all gets down to taking care of the basketball, getting high-quality shots, and defensively trying to eliminate some penetration because they're pretty athletic, and then trying to eliminate second shots on the glass.
Thanks a lot, Coach. That's Riverdale head coach John Wild.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you, don't drink and drive. For Science Hill, they know the pressure is coming, Coach B.
Well, you can know it's coming. That's like a freight train, though. There's nowhere to go. You meet a freight train in a tunnel, there's no place to hide, and they keep coming at you. They go 6 deep, but they're always coming at you on defense.
And Shy Copney's injury left them emotionally spent. They've got to get refocused quickly.
Absolutely, and I'm not sure what they do. Like I said, it's a road game. They've got to be their A game has got to be going, but at 38-0, who knows?
Riverdale, the key's simple. Barbie needs a big game, as she always gives them in the big situation, and they got to play smart.
Absolutely, she's so strong, and she's got Alexa Middleton outside, who has shot 171 three-point shots this year. You've got to guard her on the perimeter. That leaves Barbie plenty of room to operate on the inside.
Riverdale, Science Hill, Class AAA, the Girls State Championship. We tip off next.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee public television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music.
I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
There are many reasons why 96% of First Tennessee customers would recommend us. Here are a few.
Well, what I love about First Tennessee is that everybody knows me when I walk through the door.
They actually get excited when they see you walk into the branch, and I love that.
They can't stop me from singing the praises of my bank.
Would I go anywhere else? Absolutely not.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
Are you a 96?
Come see why 96% of our customers would recommend us.
Great job. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. You're sitting in the Monty Hale Arena inside the beautiful Murphy Center here on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. It's Saturday, 4 o'clock. That means AAA Championship Basketball. The Lady Hilltoppers from Science Hill High School of Johnson City taking on the Lady Warriors from Riverdale High School of Murfreesboro. And now let's meet the starting lineups for today's championship game. First, for Science Hill at guard, number 10, Tiana Tarter. The point guard for Riverdale, number 20, Taisha Petty. And forward for the Lady Hilltoppers, number 14, Angelica Reed. And forward for the Lady Warriors, 24, Shakobia Barbie. And guard for Science Hill, number 22, Keisha Gregory. At post for Riverdale, 25, Tori Watkins. At guard for the Lady Toppers, 24, Morgan Knapp. At a guard position for Riverdale, 33, Alexa Middleton. And the post for Science Hill, 52, Gabby Lyon. In the backcourt for Riverdale, 34, Olivia Jones. The head coach for Science Hill High School, Daryl Barnwell. The Lady Hilltoppers are 38-0. The head coach for Riverdale, John Wild.
The two head coaches shake hands. Daryl Barnwell for Science Hill and John Wild from Riverdale. They are friends. Barnwell spent time in Middle Tennessee, 3 years at Page High School and 1 year at Independence. And he brings his team down here to camp knowing that there is outstanding basketball in Middle Tennessee. They played Riverdale twice in camp last summer. Riverdale handled them both times, but they felt like the experience really helped them to improve.
Absolutely, and now you've got to wonder if there's any psychological disadvantage they have, knowing they've been beaten by Riverdale already, and their big, strong inside player, Courtney, is out.
Lyon, 52, set to jump for Science Hill. Barbie, 24 for Riverdale. Class AAA state championship is underway as Lyon controls it but loses it to Wilson. Down at the other end, they get the ball immediately, and putting it in is Watkins.
2-2-1 zone press here. Lots of athleticism up there on defense.
The pressure coming, and there's a turnover right away. Middleton up with it for Riverdale, but Lyon is able to steal it back. So the Lady Toppers moving the ball well, getting the layup, missing another chance by Lyon, and then a tie-up. And let's see who the basketball will go to. They are signaling it will stay with Science Hill. Just underway from the Murphy Center. Knack had the big shot yesterday. She threw that one away. Here's Barbie trying to finish it off in a 1-on-2, thinks better of it and pulls it out. 20 is Petty, the outstanding point guard. Barbie averaging 15 a game, works it across the court, and knocking down the long one is Watkins.
Well, when the defense collapses like that, the skip pass and the three-pointer really spreads the defense out. So keep that play in mind.
Science Hill, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers, now a third. This should be an easy hoop. As putting it up and in, and drawing the foul is Jones.
A nightmarish start for Science Hill because we all knew this was possible, but maybe not a 7-0, maybe an 8-0 run to start the game in less than a minute and 20 seconds.
Tarter called for the foul. This was the kind of start that we saw Riverdale get off to yesterday in the semifinal round as they won over Overton. 3-point play the old-fashioned way. It's 8-0 Riverdale. And we're just 80 seconds in. Lyon going to try to take it to the hole. Has it knocked out of bounds.
You just don't want to dribble the ball against that pressure. Someone's coming from behind, whether it's full court or if they've beaten the press. That time is Lyon attempted to score.
Miss layup on the inside by Reed, and then a walk is called on Lyon, and so the ball will go back to Riverdale. The Lady Warriors, 33-3. We mentioned winners of 22 in a row. This is the 7th top 50 team they have played this season. Riverdale ranked 5th in the country in the latest ESPN poll. Science Hill, 17th.
Well, the local basketball wags talk about they may have 3 losses, but they played a very, very difficult schedule. Night in and night out in Middle Tennessee, and Christmas tournaments are tough to stop.
Alley-oop to Barbie doesn't go. There's the three-pointer on the way. That doesn't go. Put back strong. And Watkins has the basket. Riverdale has a 10-0 lead, and Science Hill has a timeout. Well,
the chaos started early, and it's not going to let up until this one is probably out of hand.
Well, in many of these games that we see, including the ones we saw in Division II last weekend, those games up for grabs. Not necessarily a favorite. In this game, a clear favorite. Barnwell, the coach at Science Hill, making it very clear that he felt like they would be a heavy underdog in this game. He knew what they were taking on. But he told us after the contest yesterday, when they lose Shy Copeney and still are able to upset Clarksville, he said getting this team refocused emotionally and basketball-wise was going to be the big challenge.
Absolutely. The last 6 minutes, 17 seconds without Copeney yesterday, and they still came back and won.
4 turnovers already, and there is a 5th. As a coach, what do you do right here?
Well, I would like to be John Wild, the coach here, and not Coach Barnwell. That's the key. I'm not sure Coach Barnwell is going to have many answers for that frenetic defense.
Petty looking to do it herself, won't go for her. There's Barbie putting it back up, but has the shot blocked out of bounds.
Against good competition, Riverdale, on their march to get to the state tournament, the average margin of victory in their 4 games to get here, 75-25.
Middleton. Alexa Middleton, just a sophomore, averaging 14 points a game. She is a gunner. 4 players average in double figures for Riverdale. Batted away. Out of bounds. Reed loses it, but Science Hill will retain possession.
There comes that pressure from behind once you've beaten the initial defense and the 2-2-1 press.
Riverdale does not have tremendous size overall, but they have great speed and athleticism. Reed looking to make something happen. Tries to get it to Lyon. Has to fight and draws a foul.
I'll give Gabby Lyon credit. She has really been a warrior in there. the quickness, she doesn't have the quickness to match up against the Riverdale defenders, but watch her here, very determined there, and draws the foul.
In the triple team, she managed to get possession of the basketball. Reed double team, takes it up. And clearing it out is Davenport, who's just entered the lineup. Already 12-0 Riverdale. Makes that 14-0. There's Barbie.
Cleared out the left side that time, and one little head fake and a fake pass, and you got the backdoor play over the top.
Tarter, the point guard. Love to see her make a play. Instead, they'll go to Knack with a three-point shot. Can't make it. Davenport clears. Down the floor. Petty dishes it to Middleton beautifully for the easy hoop. It's 16-0. Tarter tries to get him moving fast. Goes to Gregory, the runner. Won't go. Barbie tips it to herself. They've got numbers. 3-on-1. And there's Petty for the layup. It's 18-0. And Coach Barnwell has to take a full timeout.
When Science Hill had that magnificent win against Clarksville High School, undefeated 37-0 Clarksville yesterday, and then we saw what may happen today when Copenhagen went out. Everyone's worst fears have been confirmed.
Shai Copenhagen, a 5'10 junior, had 26 points and 17 rebounds in the first two games of the tournament. Science Hill held off Lawrence County 47-46, and then they beat Clarksville 49-45. And you understood that they were going to miss her from a basketball standpoint, but in that game against Clarksville, where they were considered the underdog, she was the player who set the tone, sort of had that moxie, that aggressiveness, and the other Lady Toppers really followed her, not having her from a basketball standpoint and not having her from that aggression standpoint is a big thing today.
Well, she refused to blink. And then
exactly.
You also had Rashara Graves, the UT-bound awesome player from Clarksville High School, who was defended very well by Lyon. And she had 23 points, but she had to work for every one of them.
Right at halfway through the first quarter, full court press Riverdale. Science Hill trying to maintain their composure. Barbie tips it out of bounds. She's not happy with herself. She thinks she should have just caught it.
Barbie, I mean, we talk about men amongst boys, and I don't know how that fits into this game, but she is a absolute superstar when it comes to ability, aggressiveness. She's got it all.
Looking for a shot. Science Hill looking for a spark out of Tarter or Reed. Reed takes it down the lane, draws the foul. That's called on Watkins. Again, Watkins, one of only two seniors in this game. The other is Barbie. Science Hill does not have a senior.
Not on the entire squad. I mean, that's unbelievable. And what a job that's been done by Daryl Barnwell. There, he has just been he took a program that didn't particularly have a great basketball tradition, and he's made them extremely relevant statewide. And I hate to see him have to go shorthanded against this magnificent team from Riverdale.
Jones steals it and plays it in. Right now, Riverdale just got everything working. They came out sharp, and they have not let up. And Science Hill throws it away again. Petty to the basket. Can't finish, but draws the foul on Reed.
Please don't ask me again what I would do if I were coaching Science Hill in this game. It would remind me of my own coaching days, I'm afraid.
First foul on Reed. As Taisha Petty, the junior, heads to the line. She is a big-time prospect.
Absolutely. I mean, she is so quick in transition. And she's cat quick and absolutely finishes at the basket, creates shots for other players, and is always in charge.
14 points, 4 assists, 35% from three-point range, and a 70% free throw shooter who gets both of those. Here's the 2-2-1 press. Knack able to advance it to Tardy. Go inside to Reed. It's tipped away. Mack will throw it back around. Carter's going to take a shot. Won't go. Rebounded by Jones. Stolen away. Carter gets it to Knack under the basket, and she went.
The only stumbling block potentially for Riverdale is that things have come awfully easy for them as we watch the pass go in a couple steps there in between as she tried to gather herself. But they can't get lackadaisical and start getting careless with the basketball, but I think they have a little cushion even if they did.
Kennedy, number 11, has just checked in for the Lady Toppers. 22-0. 8 turnovers already on Science Hill. Taking it to the basket is Barbie, and she draws the foul.
Well, you're in trouble there when you have 7 turnovers and 6 field goal attempts at this stage of the game. That stat doesn't bode well for anyone.
Barbie, the 5'11 senior. Left hands it up there, no good. That's the only area of her game that she really has to work on, because at Georgia she's going to play guard. Going to be counted on to handle the ball and shoot free throws. Just a 57% free throw shooter. Not much else wrong with her game.
Well, she spins it up there really flat, and she can use a little technique there, bend her knees more, a little more arch on the shot, not quite as much rotation, and we could, maybe in 15 minutes, we could get her up to about 75%.
You see some shooters, you just think you could fix that fast?
Absolutely, she's one of them. She's got all the talent in the world.
Good steal there. Taking the shot, Jones missing it, but Davenport gets the rebound to Middleton, sophomore to sophomore, unable to get it to go. And clearing it out of there is Smith. Smith ahead to Gregory. Gregory just a freshman. Carter looking for a shot, and they are keeping somebody in Carter's face the entire game. As Gregory nails the three-pointer, and Science Hill is on the board. Middleton to Barbie, though, for the easy one as an answer.
Gregory shot that last three as if she has the keys to the gymnasium. And I think she does, her mom being the basketball coach at East Tennessee State University.
Smith throws it up there. Got her own rebound. Did it again. Can't knock it down, but it'll go to the line.
I love to see Smith compete like that. That shows that these girls are not going to give up. They're going to hang in there, and they're going to be a better team. And they certainly will pay attention to their coach as he prepares coming off this game.
First foul on Middleton as Smith goes to the line. Missed the first one.
Smith had a big basket in the game late against Clarksville yesterday to help them get to this point. And I think everyone in this, in all of girls basketball in Tennessee, anticipated a Riverdale-Clarksville final, and Science Hill stepped up and took care of that business.
What they did in the last 6-17 after losing Copenhagen, that was heroic. No other way to put it.
Absolutely.
Petty to Jones. They're going to work to get Middleton the shot. She's going to work to get it to Barbie. What a shot.
That was a great play. The little fade route there to the left, and then the back inside Middleton to Barbie, and they've done that a few times.
John Wild talking after his win yesterday about how much he likes this basketball team, how smart they play. And that comes from his background, having played with Don Meyer at Lipscomb.
John wasn't exactly a superstar, but I'll tell you what, he was listening to everything Don Meyer said, and what a phenomenal coach he is. We've seen him bounce around in different places, but one thing always follows John Wild: victories.
Won the boys state championship at Moore County in 1999. The next year, the girls state championship at Bradford. Only coach in TSSAA history to do that in back-to-back years. As the ball goes out of bounds off Middleton and will go to Science Hill with 41.5 seconds to go. Third turnover for the Lady Warriors.
I suspect we'll have a pretty high tempo throughout this game. The defenses are going to see to that.
Reed takes it down the lane, puts it up, can't get it to go, and charges. And so for Reed, that's the second foul of this ball game. But you can't blame her. She's looking to make something happen, and that's what Science Hill needs right now.
Right. Coach Barnwell is he's got to stick with his stuff. He's got to make sure that they try to execute. You can execute against this defense. You can do it against anyone.
Riverdale sets up to play for the last shot. They're going to get it to Barbie. Barbie off to a good start with 6, but balanced scoring, which is what you've seen throughout this year from the Lady Warriors. As we get under 10 seconds, they begin to run the play. They go into Wilson, and unfortunately for Riverdale, or Watkins make that, she dropped the ball.
Well, a nice little defensive play to get the hand in there and cause her to shuffle those feet.
Final seconds. Gregory going to take the 34. Quarter ends with Riverdale in front of Science Hill by 23. So John Wild got to be pleased with his basketball team offensively and defensively. They keep the pressure on the young Lady Toppers, and a dominant first quarter has them in great shape at the Murphy Center in Murfreesboro. The Class AAA State Championship.
Hi, I'm Becky Magura, CEO of WCTE, the Upper Cumberland's PBS station, and serving all of Middle Tennessee. We're thrilled to be part of a statewide network with all 6 PBS stations right here in your state. And you know, being a public television station means that we serve the public, you. We serve you with great programming from PBS, like Masterpiece Theater's Downton Abbey, or Antiques Roadshow, or so many other great programs that you've come to appreciate and respect and enjoy. But we also bring you the best from right here in Tennessee on the Tennessee Channel. Programs from all across our state that reflect our communities. And right now, we're bringing you the best of championship basketball with TSSAA high school championship sports. So we hope that you will stay with us for many, many years, and even more importantly, that you'll support your PBS station by becoming a member. Thanks for watching, and we certainly appreciate having you as a viewer.
What makes our state unique? Find out on the new Tennessee Channel, a statewide initiative by your public television stations. Each program is created in Tennessee, about Tennessee, and broadcast in Tennessee.
How do you build your community's trust?
You start with honesty, integrity, and passion.
You offer intelligent, thought-provoking programming.
You open a window to the world, taking people places they might otherwise never see.
You put children first because they are our future.
You inspire viewers to get involved and make a difference.
You provide award-winning productions, telling the stories that make our community unique.
We are WTCI, and we're your PBS station.
Riverdale leading after one, 26-3 over Science Hill. Class AAA State Championship game from MTSU as we go to Chad Withrow.
Guys, you're looking right now at Mildred Ball. She is the 98-year-old great-grandmother of Riverdale guard Alexa Middleton. Now, Mildred has some history in the state championship game as well. She played forward for Hampshire High School in 1927. Unfortunately for her, they lost that 1927 TSSAA state championship game. Right now, though, her great-granddaughter Alexa having a lot more luck for Riverdale, and Mildred is loving every second of it, guys.
Alexa had a good first quarter with 4 points. And some good passes. Riverdale, 11 of 16 from the floor. That's nearly 70%. 8 assists to 3 turnovers. Science Hill begins the quarter with the ball. They got to get Nat going somehow. She's probably their best scoring threat at this point. But right now, just having a hard time getting her an open look.
Alexa Middleton knows where she is at all times. She's been assigned.
Excellent pass by Gregory. Lyon draws the foul.
That's a great job running their offense there. Reversal of the ball. Nice job pinning her defender inside, and Lyon gets the payoff at the free throw line.
First foul on Barbie. And Lyon goes to the line where she is a 69% free throw shooter. As impressively, she shoots 69% from the floor.
Well, that's good shot selection and knowing her game. I mean, you're a good field goal shooter if you take the shots you work on, you practice on, and
Middleton gets away on the other end and draws the foul. Great pass by Petty.
Boy, that was 94-foot basketball right there. In about 1.5 seconds, they advanced the ball all the way down there, had a layup, and drew the foul.
Gregory called for the foul. And so Middleton, a 74% shooter, gets jinxed by the broadcaster. It's always like that. Compliment a good free throw shooter. Sorry about that.
Riverdale with 8 assists and 11 made field goals. Those are awesome numbers.
Jones got the rebound to the missed free throw. She missed, and then Barbie with the follow fouled.
Coach Barnwell wants to know, why didn't we block out properly there? It's one thing to know what to do, and the second thing is to do it, because the physicality of Riverdale is unbelievably superior.
Angelica Reed, her third foul, having to head to the bench, and so Smith will replace her in the opening seconds of the second quarter. Riverdale leading by 21 in a game they jumped out to a 22-0 lead. Barbie makes 1 of 2, and here comes the press again.
That's pretty soft on the front end, but once you start passing to the middle, there we go right there.
Barbie able to get a hand on it, controlled by Petty, to Middleton. Baseball pass to Barbie, goes back to Middleton. Going inside, missed shot. Barbie again with the follow, unable to make it. So Watkins had a turn, couldn't get it up there, but Barbie draws another foul.
I've never seen as many 30-foot crisp on-the-money passes as Riverdale executed there on that possession.
Gregory called for her second foul. That's the 7th team foul. So Riverdale will shoot free throws for the rest of the half. Davenport checks in, replacing Watkins. As Barbie misses that one. Smith clears for Science Hill. And Lyon throws it away. It'll go right back to Riverdale with 7:03 to go.
Great balance with their defense. They've always have someone on the ball, always have someone with the most likely pass back to the middle, a defender there, and then of course force the high pass down court where their speed and strength allows them to.
They go back door, and Davenport with the hoop. 25-point lead for Riverdale. Early moments of the quarter. Tarter trying to get it past the timeline. They're able to do it. Gregory with a nice pass. That's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Science Hill. Science Hill advanced to the state semis last year. They have never been this far in girls basketball before.
I'll tell you, Science Hill has a great athletic tradition. I played against one Steve Spurrier on the baseball field for the Hilltoppers many years ago.
There's Tarter with 3. You can purchase a DVD copy of any of the Division I or Division II Blue Cross Championship basketball games. Log on to TSSAA and look for the green Buy Now button.
We officially have a 22-point game, which is the 22-0 start Riverdale had, so Science Hill hanging in there tough.
Science Hill gets it back after the turnover. Tarter under some pressure still in backcourt. Gets it to Knack. They're looking for Gregory for another long one. Can't make it, but Lyon with a rebound makes some space and puts it in.
She absolutely created some space there. Good job by Lyon. That's a competitive play.
Jones got moved.
He got moved slightly, yes.
Science Hill hanging in there, trying to make a battle out of it as Smith knocks it out of bounds.
John Wild kind of has that wary look, like, you know, we're losing our edge a little bit here. You've got to pick it up some.
It's hard to keep it when you get off to the start they did.
No question.
5 points in a row now for Science Hill. Wild does not want this to get any more interesting than it is now. That's why they try to go to Barbie, but Lyon knows it's coming and steals it away. Smith rips it to Tarter, 3-on-1. Tarter from in front, beautiful. Tiana Tarter. And Science Hill seems to have their balance now.
Yeah, the energy's picked up a lot.
Petty trying to make something happen. Goes to Middleton, who throws it up and gets it to drop.
I think Middleton learned from great-grandma Mildred as she made a really nice play.
Gregory takes it all the way to the hole. Can't make it. Smith on the deflection knocks it back through.
Well, Science Hill is not going to slow the tempo down. We could have a game where the winning team could be in triple digits.
Well, they have to keep playing their game, though, right?
Absolutely, you have to.
They've got it back to 18 in a game they've trailed in by as much as 25. Barbie takes Lyon to the basket and draws the foul.
That was the same play they ran earlier where they cleared the left side out. And if they get overplayed, Barbie goes back door. If not, they throw it to her and she goes one-on-one.
It's what happens when you have one of the best players in the state, a veteran presence, and she knows what she needs to do there as Lyon commits her first foul.
Barbie switched over to the right hand for that shot, and I think that makes her about 2 of 6 from the line so far.
That's exactly right. Not off to a good start at the free throw line. She could have some big totals already. Gunning for point number 9. Missed that one. Rebound to Smith, and here come the Lady Toppers. Gregory acts like she's going to take a 3, can't decide what to do, gets in no man's land, but fortunately for her, Watkins knocked it out of bounds.
Well, Gregory, the freshman, really has a knack for the game. No pun intended, her teammate being that same name, but really has a full understanding, and you can tell she's played a lot of pickup games.
Science Hill has scored on 4 straight possessions. Looking to get it as low as 15 if they could get a 3 here. Tarter is fouled. They're going to call this on Petty for a hand check.
That's a couple of great point guards there. Tarter and Petty going head-to-head.
First foul on Petty. Wild not crazy about that call, letting the official know. They're doing this without Knack being involved, but there she is, long range. Morgan Knack.
They screen for her to go weak side, skip pass, knock down the 3, and then the Science Hill faithful get a little fired up already.
Right now on a 12-2 run, Science Hill as Barbie gets the ball on the block and draws another foul.
Going up, line up.
She is really physical and strong in there, and I can imagine in the SEC that playing a wing is probably where she's going to be, and she's going to get some matchups against some people who she is stronger than, and that's a 3 of 8 for the night, and that's not a great percentage, but man, she can get to the line.
The other thing, exactly, that's the one thing she's doing is she is putting fouls on the Lady Toppers left and right. Made both of them there. She's got it even 10. And the lead is back to 17. Riverdale had a little bit of a lull in the second quarter yesterday. In their game against Memphis Overton, they got it cranked in the second half. Toppers get a basket from Lyon.
Nice job in there using her body, and had a tough angle. Was able to find some glass to knock it in from.
Middleton looks for the shot, puts it up there, can't make it. Nice rebound by Davenport. She's going to take it in, throw it up, and draw the foul. No, they'll call her for a walk before there was a foul. So now everything's starting to swing Science Hill's way as they have made a ball game of this.
Right, the early chaos just was a tsunami against them, and they've come back strongly and playing for pride right now, and who knows?
To get it down to 12 or 13, Knack thinks about it, was trying to go to Tarter in the corner, knocked out of bounds on the play. by Middleton.
Well, John Wall going with his 6-player rotation, and that's the kind of pass they cannot make right there. Cross court with a little bit of a hump in it.
Started 0 of 6 from the floor, the Lady Toppers did. They've made 7 of their last 13. Tarter going to take a long offline. Rebounded by Jones. And Jones loses it out of bounds.
Riverdale has instant offense. They play offensively at the same tempo they do on defense. So when they get the ball, everyone's filling a lane, getting their spacing, and looking for the first good shot.
Problem for them in this quarter, 5 turnovers. That has given more opportunities on the offensive end to Science Hill. Gregory will draw the foul as they're going to get Barbie, and that's 2 on her.
Well, with a 6-person rotation, if they can keep drawing fouls, who knows what may happen here if they get the Lady Warriors in foul trouble.
16 fouls now on Riverdale. Carter takes it down the lane, throws it up, gets it to go. It's a 13-point game. Still 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. If they could get this under double digits by halftime, we really get interested.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that's what the players were thinking about there. We got a little offensive foul there away from the ball.
An offensive foul is called away from the ball. And they're going to call it
Foul 33, Alexa Middleton.
on Middleton, I think. It is on Middleton. And that's 2 on her. So now they get a chance with a 3-pointer. They could get it down to 10, the Lady Toppers. They get it on the block to Lyon. Got it. It's an 11-point game.
Again, tough angle there as she leans back into the court and finds the glass. And at 6'2", she has the ability to do that.
We saw yesterday Science Hill is tough, and they look at here. But Riverdale has an All-American caliber player in Barbie, and that's a big hoop. And a great answer. Carter from in front. Can't get that one. And who comes down with the rebound? Jones to Barbie. She's going to take it. Flip it back outside. 3-pointer way off the mark. Middleton tries to get the rebound. Out of there comes Gregory. 2 on 2. Flips it ahead to Smith. Threw it a little too far. Smith saved it to Knack. Carter gets it on the glass. Can't make it. Lyon with a rebound. Flips it back over to Carter to the basket.
Give Gabby Lyon a lot of credit there. She kept the ball alive and made a great hustle play. Respectability has returned to the Murphy Center.
11-point game under a minute to go. Riverdale kind of lost their stinger. Petty trying to get their offense back under control. Riverdale got off to a 22-0 lead, led by as much as 30-5. Barbie goes inside. Jones is going to lay it in.
They do such a nice job with in passing. Those little short passes in the crowd, very difficult to pass and catch.
Did a nice job with that possession. Very much under control. Mack thinks about it. Takes it across. Stolen away. Watkins going to take it herself and make it. The basket counts.
Coach Barnwell talking to his girls up, not making those cross-court soft passes. Just can't do it.
Fouls on Tarter, her second. And it'll be one shot.
One shot
for Watkins. She got it. So a 5-point spurt here takes the lead from 11 back to 16. As just like that, Riverdale clicks it back into gear.
Both coaches now have something very serious to talk about during the halftime. A little bit different angle, but something to talk about.
Final seconds. Carter to Gregory. Shots up there. Would have counted. No good. So halftime at the Murphy Center. Riverdale gets off to a 22-0 lead. Leads by as much as 30-5. Science Hill closes to within 11, but the halftime margin 16. The Lady Warriors 41, the Lady Hilltoppers 25 at halftime of the AAA state championship game as we go to Chad Withrow.
Joined now by Riverdale head coach John Wild. Coach, team jumped out to the 22-0 lead, lost some of the momentum, regained some there at the end. How do you get the momentum back?
It's a game of runs, and I think we got it back there, right there with that little flurry late in the second half. You know, we're going to have to block them out. You know, they're going nuts on the boards, and we hadn't touched them yet. We're going to have to eliminate some second shots. But, you know, I think we get the momentum back by doing what we do, trying to push the ball, sit down and defend, and the biggest thing is trying to knock them off the boards.
Thanks a lot, Coach. It's Coach John Wild, guys.
Trying to find something to not be happy about, like every coach. But he's up 16 at the intermission, and the Riverdale students are excited that their team could be on the verge of a second state championship in the last 3 years. 41-25, Riverdale leads Science Hill at halftime as we take you now to a word from your local PBS station.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for staying with us tonight. And if you're just now joining us, welcome to Live at Public Television here on...
We're here at MTSU's Murphy Center, and of course, as Avery said, we are live with TSSAA basketball coverage, and it has been a great day for basketball, Avery.
It has. We've had so much excitement, and the level of participation and energy level in here is a little overwhelming, so we're hanging in there with them, but
That's
boy,
right.
Is it exciting to have these high school students here and making such a participation with their teams and coming together and showcasing their communities, just as we like to do that with our public television in your community.
That's right, Avery. I know that they have a lot of spirit here in this arena, and just as we do in our own stations when we are involved in the community, as you said. So go ahead right now, take a little bit of this time, and just call that number that's scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now.
Hello, I'm Monica Shoemake, General Manager and CEO of WLJT. At WLJT, we're proud to serve West Tennessee with programming and outreach services that inspire, educate, and entertain. It only makes sense in our mission to serve the children of Tennessee for us to be a part of the TSSAA basketball championships. Whether you're a team from Jackson, Lexington, or Martin, or from Memphis, Nashville, or Knoxville, the Tennessee Public Television stations are proud to be able to bring these games into your living room. As you're enjoying today's action, we hope you'll reflect on the great programs you've enjoyed on PBS, especially the PBS children's programs like Super Y, Sesame Street, and Word World that have helped to teach your children to read. Please call the number on your screen and support the local public television stations that have made this programming possible. Your financial support is your vote that programming, such as today's games, are important to our viewers. Thank you, and good luck to all the teams.
When people think about East Tennessee, they think about mountains, fall football, and of course community. That's why Home Federal Bank has teamed up with East Tennessee PBS to present this year's Be More Awards. It's a way we can recognize the people and organizations that help make each one of our communities such special places. So join Home Federal in celebrating the 2012 Be More Awards on East Tennessee PBS.
You know, here at your public television station, we have, of course, community events across the state, and TSSAA basketball is one of them, but each station individually is constantly involved in community events. I know that we just came back from our Chattanooga sister station this last week, who were hosting Be More Awards, and we got to meet Rebecca Eaton, who is, of course, the one that's over Downton Abbey. She's our producer on that, which is a great show. Everyone's been very excited about that. But that's just one example of what one individual station does as a community outreach to not only just benefit, for themselves as far as helping their community, but that station especially also involves other nonprofits. So we like to do partnerships with everyone that we are involved with. I know like TSSAA is a partnership, Play on Sports Producing is a partnership. So all these things work really well together.
It does, and so does our Tennessee channel, which is a statewide collaboration that we do on Saturday and Sundays. It broadcasts live, taped, locally produced shows that we can broadcast and show and share with the communities across the state, which is really a great thing because it really brings the state closer when we can share those stories and experiences with everyone. And I'd like to mention to you too, Sonia, that don't forget about next week. We have one more live weekend of basketball, which is next weekend for the boys championships, and we hope you'll tune into us next weekend and see that. Now, right now is your opportunity to pledge by calling the number on your screen and pledging your support. Any level that is comfortable for your family is appreciated, and it helps us provide great programming and services to you and to your community, as well as an educational outreach. Thank you. Please support your local PBS.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
There are many reasons why 96% of First Tennessee customers would recommend us. Here are a few.
Well, what I love about First Tennessee is that everybody knows me when I walk through the door.
They actually get excited when they see you could walk into the branch, and I love that.
They can't stop me from singing the praises of my bank.
Would I go anywhere else? Absolutely not.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
Are you a 96?
Come see why 96% of our customers would recommend us.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect.
Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
Joined now by Kendall Poole from the Governor's Highway Safety Office. Kendall, you guys have been a longtime partner of the TSSAA. Why is it important to be involved in high school athletics?
Well, we always love to be involved everywhere across the state, but critically with the TSSAA, we're reaching the communities and the student athletes that we need to reach across the state with safe driving messages, the booze it and lose it message, the click it or ticket message, and of course all the distracted driving messages.
And what is that main message you want to get across to the good people of Tennessee?
Well, our mission is to reduce crashes and save lives in the state of Tennessee, and we've reduced, along with all of our partners, fatalities to the tune of 33% over the last 7 years. And you think about that, that's unbelievable. But our goal is to continue to reduce those fatalities. And now we're into the spring driving season. We just want to make sure that everybody gets behind the wheel, is responsible, and makes good decisions and good choices.
Thanks a lot, Kendall.
Thank you, Chad.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Chad Withrow. Looking at the halftime statistics, Riverdale 67% from the floor. Actually better from the floor than they are at the free throw line. And turnovers early on, a huge problem for Science Hill, 14. But they had 8 in the early minutes of the game. So they calmed down, made it a ball game as we went through. Riverdale did score the last 5 points of the half to give themselves a 16-point lead at the intermission. Science Hill 1 of 10 from the floor in the first quarter, 9 of 15 from the floor in the second quarter. Can they keep up the pace in the third? We'll see. Riverdale by 16 over Science Hill at the half. Second half action from the Murphy Center comes next.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Coach, your team trails by 16 points at halftime. What did you tell them in the locker room?
Just that we got to keep chipping away. I thought we came back in the second quarter, got a little bit better. We just got to keep chipping away, give ourselves a chance in the fourth quarter.
Thanks a lot, Coach. That's Science Hill coach Daryl Barnwell.
Daryl Barnwell's team will start the second half on defense and needing stops, needing opportunities to just keep chipping away. That's what they did in the second quarter. But Barbie gonna start it off. Left hands it up there, can't make it. Gets her own rebound, throws it back out. It's stolen by Tarter. 2-on-1. Tarter to Knack, to Tarter. Throws it up, can't make it. Knack is fouled.
Textbook fast break there, though. Good, nice job moving the ball. We've got a technical foul.
A technical foul has been called on Riverdale as Jones is called for the foul. So the technical foul is also called on Jones.
That's two fouls she picks up against her 5 allowed. That's certainly not something that John Weil wants to see there.
So Knack will go to the line. Knack, an 87% free throw shooter, to shoot the technical.
Check that rotation now. A little bit of a side rotation, unusual for someone shooting over 80% from the line.
That looks unusual coming off her hand when she shoots the threes, but they go in. Different ways of doing it, right, Coach?
Exactly. You know, in shooting, you rarely see side rotation for a good shooter, but she's convinced me that you can do it. Results are all that matters.
So Science Hill gets the ball after making the 2 free throws. This could be as much as a 5-point trip. Try to set up Knack to have that opportunity. She can't do it. Need to get Tarter going in the second half. She had some rocky moments early, but came on in the second quarter, much like the Lady Toppers. Knack's going to take the long one. Well short. Toppers get it back. Tarter takes it up and draws the foul.
Toppers are playing with a little desperation here, and I think that's appropriate with a 14-point deficit. Still a lot of time left, and great job there going to the boards.
Foul is on Petty. Already 3 fouls in the first 47 seconds on Riverdale to begin the third quarter.
And Petty pulls the trigger on that full court press and on their quick offense.
So this can be a 4-point trip. If she makes this, could get the lead back to 12 for Riverdale. There it is, 41-29.
I think the Science Hill defense has got to have some stops here to get this thing going, and they've been much more active in the last quarter and a half.
They go to Barbie, who goes inside, and Watkins takes it up and draws the foul.
Well, Tarter rotated back on defense, but she just didn't quite get in front of her and had to foul her from behind.
Barbie had the ball on the block so much in the first half. Do you think Science Hill now more concerned with it, and she's going to have some chances for those passes to Watkins and Jones underneath?
Absolutely. They doubled up on her, and she feels that pressure secondary defender, and she knows where her teammates are.
Now here's a dangerous one. Tarter called for her third foul. So Reed has 3, Tarter has 3. Both on the floor. Coach Barnwell really can't take them out. Down 14 early in the third. Tarter makes him go. Mack can't take the 3. Reed dropped it. Petty picked it up. Here come the Lady Warriors the other way.
Against that kind of defense, you can't be lackadaisical trying to catch that ball in the crowd.
Petty all the way in. Can't make it. Barbie can't get the rebound, and Mack clears. To Tarter. Behind the back. Look at her go. Straight up from in front. She drew another foul.
Great play. Last time down, when Riverdale had the basketball and penetration came by Petty, Gabby Lyon had an opportunity to take the charge, and she jumped in the air. That would have been her 4th foul and a big, big play in the game.
Foul called on Watkins, her second, as we remind you to go faster, fly higher, get closer to nature. From the most remote corners of the world to your own backyard, it's nature on this PBS station. Makes the first as Tarter converts the second.
Science Hill only a 3-point basket away from being in a single-digit deficit, and that would be a great boost mentally if they could do that.
They are playing with so much more confidence, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely, no question.
There's Barbie. They get it inside, splits a double team, and throws a nice pass back to Petty, who lays it in. Here comes the pressure.
Barbie's such a good receiver, and knowing where her teammates are makes it virtually impossible to stop in there.
The freshman Gregory, who got him going with the first basket in the first quarter. Reed didn't play much in the first half because of fouls. Can use some offense from her. Draws the double team, trapped in the corner. Got Gregory with a 3-point chance. Got it. It's an 11-point game.
Great job on the offensive end by Science Hill there. Good spacing, a lot of patience, and they've got to chip away 1 bucket at a time.
Trailed by 16 at halftime. And now it's an 11-point game, and a foul is called. And the foul is called on Watkins away from the ball for Riverdale, and so it goes back to Science Hill. Here's their chance to get it under 10. Reed takes it up strong, can't get it to go. Gets the rebound, takes it back up, can't get it to go. From in front, Knack can't get it to go. Reed again, triple team, in trouble. And what will they call? Jump ball. And so it'll stay with Science Hill.
Rarely do you see a player hold the ball in that position on the court, deep in the lane. Watch this here for, seems like a 4 or 5 seconds there before they got the jump ball.
Gregory thinks about taking it, head fake into the lane, dishes it down low, and Lyon lays it in. It's a 9-point game.
At a 22-0, I never thought we'd see a single-digit game.
If you're just joining us, Riverdale led this game 22-0, led this game 30-5, and now it's a 9-point contest. Middleton looks for the shot, finds it.
Textbook jump shot there.
John Weil takes a timeout. Why does he want the timeout after the made basket with 4:23 left in the third?
He wants to fertilize the momentum they just got by stopping that run by Science Hill, and that's a good time to do it. He's getting his girls refocused now so they won't panic, but I will tell you, if you taught someone to shoot a jump shot, Alexa Middleton right there just showed us the way to do it.
More great high school championship action coming your way this spring when the Tennessee public television stations team up with the TSSAA once again to bring you the Blue Cross Spring Fling in track and field, baseball, soccer, and softball. Check your TV listings for further details.
Mike, I'm very surprised the Riverdale cheering section does not have a blow-up picture of you.
Well, they have it's Barbie, of course. They have Will Ferrell. It seems like every kid around the country has the Will Ferrell from Anchorman.
Well, we also Jeremy Lin in there with it blow-up. A little half-court pressure here now. A little different look.
Gregory gets out of a hole. They get it inside. Line missed the easy one, and it's knocked out of bounds by Riverdale. Will stay with Science Hill.
Well, on the fly that time, Science Hill made the adjustment as John Wild decided to go into some half-court traps. Nice adjustment, got a good shot, didn't go down, but doing the right thing.
Carter's going to take a long. Can't get it to go. Barbie clears it. Riverdale has the lead back to 11, and they've got the basketball. Science Hill staying man-to-man. Barbie triple team. Gives it to Petty. Petty lays it up there, can't get it to go, and Lyon going to swing it to Tarter, who wants to run. Doesn't have numbers, resets the offense. Going to take the 15-footer. Can't get it to go. That's Reed laying it back up and in.
Great rebound in the crowd there, and I believe the Hilltoppers are feeling it a little bit here.
Offensively, they looked so out of sorts early, just 1 of 10 from the field in the first quarter. Petty for 3. Almost banks it in. Rebounded by Reed. Ahead to Gregory. Gonna go to Knack in the corner. She can't handle it. Pass just too far out in front of her. She had the feet set. Right. She was thinking about letting that 23-footer go, trying to make this a 6-point game. Instead, it's the 16th turnover of the game for the Hilltoppers.
As you said, Knack was setting her feet for the jump shot, but Gregory threw the pass as if it was a lead pass, and so not on the same page there.
Middleton, long ranger, can't get it to go. A foul will be called, and who's it on? Reed acts as if it may be on her, which would be bad news for Science Hill.
A little shove there, and to get possession, and that's her 4th foul, and that is big. She is a physical presence in there against a very physical Riverdale team.
Angelica Reed has to go to the bench. Right away, they go inside to Davenport. Has it deflected. Middleton with a steal. Goes to Davenport. Swings it up there and draws the foul.
Only the second on Gabby Lyon that time, and Middleton just showed too much aggressiveness there. She was not going to be denied, and did a great job of maintaining possession.
Second foul on Lyon. Davenport, nearly 6 feet tall, has run the point, has played the wing, also plays small forward. Really great shooter from the outside, 36%. Makes that free throw. It's a 10-point game. And again, just a sophomore, 0-0. Keep an eye on her for the Lady Warriors. Here's Lyon, looking to make something happen against Barbie. It's an 8-point game.
Nice move right there.
Petty and Tarter going to work against each other the rest of the way. Last time, it was under double digits. It was 8-0 as Barbie goes up with it and has it knocked out of bounds. She thought she was fouled.
Absolutely. Hey, what about the drop step by Lyon on the other end there? Great offensive play. Watch the defense there. Another strong move by Barbie in there.
Middleton takes the 3, can't make it. Barbie back up with it. Let me correct myself. It's Jones back up with it, and she was fouled.
Physically, a lot of similarities in Barbie and Jones.
So here's Olivia Jones, 5'8", a junior. Makes that one as the foul is called on Shea Smith. Smith's second.
Barbie's leaving. I'm not sure that they're going to be a lot of drop-off to this Lady Warrior program. They got a lot of good youngins.
They think they're going to have 4 or 5 players be able to sign college scholarships over the next couple of years. So yeah, they'll miss Barbie, but they'll be okay.
It's hard to think about that many Division I players, but Clarksville High School came in here with those 5 starters with Division I scholarships and went home early.
10-point game. Tarter thought about going to Knack in the corner, instead threw to Gregory. Here's Knack going to let it go from the 3-point range. Not a good look. And taken away by Jones. Here comes Barbie. He wants to run. Goes to Davenport. And Lyon with a steal. 3 on 2. Tarter, left hand. Draws the foul.
That could be 4 on, is that on Petty? It could be 4 on Petty.
It is on Petty, but I think that may just be 3. Let's see.
Yeah, you're right.
And they started flashing that 3 very quickly, so I was wondering the same thing too. Was that 3 or 4? It is just 3. As Tarter makes the free throw, it's again a 9-point game. Still a minute 10 left in the third.
Tarter showed a lot of explosiveness there, coming out with the quick offense, creating an advantage, and took it all the way to the basket.
Tiana Tarter, just a sophomore. Missed that one. Lyon tips it to Smith. It's a 7-point game with a minute to go in the quarter. They got to look for Barbie here. She's on the block. They can't get it to her. Petty swings it into her, and she's fighting for it on the floor, and a foul is called. I think they're going to get Lyon for a push.
Yeah, that's a great example of meeting the pass. When Barbie went for the ball right there, as she drew the foul because she took a step toward the ball, and then Lyon had to go around her and just wasn't quick enough to get there.
45.9 seconds remaining. Alley-oop. And Middleton puts it in. Lady Warriors with a big basket there. Approaching 30 seconds to go, third quarter. AAA state championship game. Lyon almost has it stolen. Carter on Petty. To Smith. Floats it up there. Barbie with a block. And several young ladies on the floor right now hurting.
There are 3 Riverdale players and 1 Science Hill player, all with some kind of injury here.
They're going to call John Wild out to check on Petty, I believe it is, the point guard. There's some irony here because last year in the state championship game, she had 20 points in the fourth quarter and then sustained an injury, sustained a concussion. Yeah. And they ended up losing a lead and losing the ball game. And so, you know, that has to be going through the minds of some Riverdale supporters. She took an elbow to the midsection.
And then on the ensuing play, there was some contact and people falling up. It looked like a bowling alley as players just tumbled in all directions.
A foul was called. Petty appears to be okay. So Davenport is going to come into the lineup for her for the last 17 seconds of the quarter. But, you know, she was probably thinking, this can't be happening again.
She's walking very gingerly there, and maybe some kind of internal, maybe a chest or stomach kind of contact there. And
there was not a foul called. The shot was just blocked out of bounds. So Science Hill retains possession. They can't get it in, and Tarter asks for a timeout. 52-43 your score. Timeout, Science Hill. Science Hill had to use a couple of timeouts very early in this game because things were going so badly, so they have only 2 remaining with a quarter left to go.
Once it comes in,
Mike, as we listen to John Weil there.
Too. Like that flare they're running for Mac. All right, just switch everything right here off the inbound.
They don't want them to take a 3, do they?
Right, switching everything so they don't get the quick 3-point shot. And being here on Saturday in the Murphy Center is such a special time. And hats off to Christ Presbyterian Academy and Coach Becky Legate for annexing that school's first state crown. And here you've got some people Science Hill trying to get their first, and Riverdale being the grizzled veterans with a couple of pelts on their belt.
They won it in 2007. They won it in 2010. They go inside. Lyon tries to make the one-hand catch, can't do it, but draws the foul as Watkins is going to get the call with 12 seconds to go.
And Lyon has shown that ability to get the ball deep, really under the backboard, where it looks like she hasn't got a shot, but she's able to jump back inside there and draw some contact. That time she drew contact. She can kiss that one off the glass and convert from that position. Very difficult.
The foul on Watkins, her 4th. So both teams starting to ease into foul trouble with the 4th quarter still left to play.
And Petty's back. She was in real pain there, and I'm sure it's not all the way gone, but she's a warrior and wants to be back.
Took what appeared to be just an accidental elbow to the midsection, just in the course of play. Certainly nothing intentional. To get it to 7, Lyon. Missed it. Barbie clears it away from Davenport, ahead to Middleton, swings it up there, good. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, Gregory needs to get it up there. Max shoots, it won't count. So at the end of 3 quarters, Riverdale still in command, but with a ball game on their hands. The Lady Warriors leading over the Lady Hilltoppers, 54-44. Who'd have thunk it when it was 22-0 and 30-5? But ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game in the 4th quarter for the AAA state championship.
Well, the energy level really picked up on that Science Hill bench. And as Reed finishes inside. The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee public television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
There are many reasons why 96% of First Tennessee customers would recommend us. Here are a few.
Well, what I love about First Tennessee is that everybody knows me when I walk through the door.
They actually get excited when they see you walk into the branch, and I love that.
They can't stop me from singing the praises of my bank.
Would I go anywhere else? Absolutely not.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
Are you a 96?
Come see why 96% of our customers would recommend us.
Joined now by Catherine Smith from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. And Catherine, you guys have been a longtime partner of TSSAA. Why is it important to support high school athletics?
Well, we definitely have a mission at Blue Cross to support healthy, active lifestyles and to teach these young student athletes those commitment and discipline mission all the time is just really wonderful for us. So we're able to get them at a young age and instill those habits into their future years.
Now, I know you always have something fun going on with this event. What is the Fan Face-Off?
Fan Face-Off, of course, is to show school spirit, but it's all on Facebook this time around. So getting the conversation going amongst everyone, and all we're asking you to do is to go out to our Facebook page and vote for what school you're supporting. And the school with the most votes will win the $1,000 donation at the end of the week. Sounds great. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Chad Withrow. 54-44, Riverdale by 10, and the Lady Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Petty back in there handling the ball. Nice drive. Can't get it to go. Barbie's there with the follow. She can't get it to go. And then it's young Gregory who brings down the rebound, is tied up, but it will be Hilltopper basketball. So an important tone-setting possession, and Riverdale has 2 point-blank shots, not able to get it down.
Absolutely. A nice rebound by Gregory, and kind of was able to hold on against a much stronger and larger and more experienced Shakobia Barbie.
How good is Gregory going to be? Good-looking young player. Science Hill hanging tough in this game. Gregory down the lane, throws it up, gets it to go.
Great little runner there with the left hand.
Back to 8. Middleton down the lane as it blocked out of bounds.
Well, a big-time move by the sophomore Middleton there, and Science Hill defense was up to the task.
Middleton averaged 12 points a game as a freshman, 14 points a game this year. As Petty takes the long one, can't make it. Middleton puts it back up, misses, and big for Barbie. Shakobia Barbie with a big hoop right there to get it back to 10.
She kind of faked the take the ball back out move and came right back to the basket there to surprise Science Hill's defense.
Carter can't get it to go. Fight on the floor. Science Hill gets it back. Carter thinks about a three. Instead going to go to Gregory, who will try it. It's a 7-point game.
I love Gregory's moxie for a freshman. I mean, that's awesome.
She does not appear rattled by anything, but again, she spent her whole life around basketball.
I'm telling you, the keys to the gym have a lot to do with that.
Jones going to try a long one, can't get it to go. Gregory tries to haul in the rebound. Middleton takes it away. Barbie off the glass, got it. Timeout. Riverdale, it's a 30-second timeout.
The second time that when the momentum is shifting towards Science Hill, Riverdale scores. John Weil uses that timeout. He likes to talk to him in that situation.
Beneath Tennessee's Cumberland Mountains lies the world's most magical musical adventure. 333 feet deep in the Volcano Room. Music from the heart of the American experience. Tune in for Bluegrass Underground on this PBS station. On this PBS station right now, you got state championship basketball. The Blue Cross Basketball Championships from the Murphy Center at MTSU. This is the Class AAA final. Riverdale leading Science Hill by 9. Still plenty of time to go. Staying in the man, Riverdale. They have kept Knack in check in this game. She tried to throw it inside to Reed, but Davenport bats it out of bounds.
Timing just a little off that time, mainly because Riverdale was very physical of their defense and denying the ball to the post.
I'd love to get that three-pointer for Knack, but Middleton runs through the screen to make sure that doesn't happen. Carter resets him to Gregory, who's had the hot hand. Reed back in there, has it knocked away by Middleton. Fighting for it is Petty. On the floor, Knack and Petty, jump ball. It'll go to Riverdale. But Middleton's the player who made that play for the Lady Warriors.
There's no question about it. And Middleton has taken the assignment against Knack very seriously, and it's really kept her from getting to get her feet set on that three-point shot.
Middleton has 12 points in this game, but her defense probably even better than her offense. Riverdale looking to build on a 9-point lead. Barbie can't get it. Gregory clears it and goes the other way to Tarter. Tarter swing move in front. Another basket. Petty quickly the other way. Riverdale likes that up tempo, but the Lady Toppers get back on defense to stop them. Barbie can't make the catch cleanly, and instead will have to go to the line drawing the foul. Would have been an easy basket had she caught it cleanly, but they'll get Lyon. And it's Lyon's fourth. The Lady Toppers have foul problems now, Coach.
Well, nice spacing to Riverdale, and they find their go-to person in there in Barbie, and the line just hadn't got the physical talent to get around there and deny the pass. She's getting caught behind, and Barbie is a handful when she gets it that deep.
Barbie makes the first one. 4 fouls on Reed, 4 fouls on Lyon. Barbie makes them both in a key situation. Lead is back to 9. Intercepted Barbie. Ahead to Jones. Left-hand layup good. It's back to 11 now.
The full-court pressure beginning to take its toll again.
Just under 4.5 minutes to go. 4 straight points by the Lady Warriors. Reed, has it tipped out of bounds, or did she just throw it away?
Well, we have a tip ball there, and so it's going to be Science Hill's ball, but maybe that tip bailed them out a little there.
Stays with the Lady Toppers. 62-51. Riverdale led this game 22-0 to begin. Got up as much as 30-5. Tarter swings it up, can't get it to drop. Great rebound by Smith. Are they going to call her over the basket? They are. Over the back, I should say. They are.
Yeah, good call by the official. Not what the Science Hill faithful wanted, but it wasn't well called by Gary Guerin out of Bradley County.
Third foul called on Smith. He didn't blow the whistle as quickly as the Science Hill people probably would have wanted if you're going to make that call, but nonetheless, seems like absolutely the correct call.
We're getting a time and a score and time situation here that may make it difficult here for Science Hill.
Reed intercepts the pass, goes to Tarter, and Tarter has to throw it at the basket, but she stepped on the line. The throw was ahead of her. She was not going to be able to save it back in bounds to anybody, so she did a very heady thing. She took a shot.
Absolutely. Well, you know, at least she used the backboard, but they had the 3-on-1 break going that time, and the outlet pass just a little bit too long.
Yeah, she had already stepped on the line. Would not have counted.
Not sure what we have a situation here that we're trying to get. Thought I knew these type situations, but I didn't see this one coming. I'm not sure what the issue is.
They're explaining to Barnwell what the call is. We're going to have to get an explanation. As Barbie is at the line. I don't know.
I don't know that one either.
At the line.
I never thought a foul came into play there.
I did not see a foul. Apparently she was fouled before the ball was advanced down the floor, so that put him in a 1-and-1 situation, which she missed anyway. That's what we're being advised. Here's Gregory. Knack going to take the three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Smith runs down the rebound. Good hustle. 3:20 remaining. It's an 11-point game. Jones tries to make the steal. Nearly goes into the public address announcer. Good hustle by Jones.
And Reed that time picked her dribble up, the kind of the cardinal sin, and allowed the overplay to come into play there.
You can purchase a DVD copy of any of the Division I or Division II Blue Cross Championship basketball games. Log on to TSSAAnetwork.com and look for the green Buy Now button. An 11-point game, just over 3 minutes to go. Tarter, dealing with two defenders, puts it up, can't make it. Barbie tips it ahead to Watkins. Back to Barbie. Jones going to take a three-pointer offline. Watkins fights for the rebound in the lane, kicks it over to Jones, who makes the 8-footer. 6 points in a row for Riverdale, and what was a 7-point game has now become a 13-point game. Timeout Riverdale. You've got to admire the poise they've had as Science Hill has made a tremendous run for 2 quarters, and they've never really panicked. It's like they kind of knew the run would come.
Exactly, and John Wild again, his third timeout after a made basket, which is, I think, is pretty brilliant because he wants to reset his focus here. Now he's got 2:53 to go in the game, up 13, and he wants to maybe take care of the ball a little bit. Say, all right, look here, we got the clock in our favor. Let's make sure we use a little clock, get nothing but a good, maybe a layup shot or get the free throw line.
2:53 remaining, each team with 2 timeouts, both teams in the 1-and-1 situation. Riverdale by 13.
Science Hill may not come back, Mike, but they have done themselves proud here today. They take a lot out of this state tournament final.
Well, you have to say a lot about the character and the heart of the Lady Hilltoppers from what we saw in the last 6-17 yesterday when Shai Copney went out of the ball game with a knee injury. They lost one of their best players. They somehow found a way to beat Clarksville. And then today, after a terrible start, they have made a game out of it. I don't know many teams that could have done either.
I agree with you. That's why they're 38-0 coming in here. And what a phenomenal season the Lady Hilltoppers have had.
Bad news on the inbounds, though, for Science Hill. They have it stolen. And so Riverdale with the basketball. Inside pass, well done. Barbie to Watkins for the basket. It's a 15-point lead.
Alexa Middleton threw a bad pass there, but Barbie made it not so good and ended up getting a basket out of it.
Desperation time for Science Hill. They need baskets, and they need them quickly. Lyon will be called for the charge. Barbie does a great job setting up, knowing that Lyon's going to take that drop step. She put her foot in the ground, took the shot, and Lyon will be done. The Blue Cross Basketball Championships Move of the Game brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, promoting healthy and active lifestyles among Tennessee's young people. And there it is. Petty's pass, the Blue Cross Blue Shield move of the game.
Good job by the veteran Barbie there to little role play.
Smith with a steal as she tips it to Reed. Mack trying to get it up court. But Riverdale, as they've done throughout this game, making everything hard. Tarter down the lane. Floater, got it to go. Timeout.
What a weapon. The floater, something that was not even out there 10 years ago, has become a great go-to shot by penetrating point guards and maybe some other players who have that ability.
You mentioned the athletic traditions at Science Hill. Steve Spurrier, the football program, the basketball program for years with great tradition. And Tarter is a player that they're already putting into Hilltopper lore, comparing her to some of the quicker of the boys players over the years. So they see bright things for her down the line.
Well, fortunately, I've had a couple of great friends who have coached at Science Hill very successfully on the guys' side. And Elvin Little, who for so long was a legendary coach at Science Hill, and then George Pitts, who came from there and went to Brentwood Academy and had those 4 straight state championships with Brandon Wright. Now doing a great job at King College up in Bristol, Tennessee. So Science Hill, great athletic tradition, and the home of East Tennessee State University also.
18 points for Tarter on 6 of 16 shooting, 5 of 6 at the line. A couple assists in this game. The Lady Toppers coming back out as they've got to play defense now in the final 149.
like our friend Joe Biddle, probably trying to take some credit for the success of this Lady Topper basketball program.
As well he should. He being a graduate. They are proud of what they have with the Hilltoppers, and why not? 13-point game. Riverdale going to be in no hurry. And boy, are they proud of girls basketball at Riverdale right now. There's Barbie going up, has the shot blocked. Second try is good.
Well, you talk about athletic tradition. Football, girls basketball, I mean, what a great tradition Riverdale has had in all sports.
Carter goes up, draws the foul on Petty, and so she'll go to the line with 1:16 to play. Science Hill not going to have enough to get this one in the final 76 seconds, but again, they return everybody.
You know, I would be shocked if they're not back here next year, and we hope that we can have an injured player who makes a great full recovery, because right now, if she does, Copenhagen, I think you can expect maybe a Science Hill to come in to AAA next year as a possible favorite to take home the gold ball.
Carter, unfortunately, misses them both. The Warriors coming the other way. And they're going to let Barbie handle it here in the final minutes of what has been her great career. She is going to be a two-time state champion. Maybe will win back-to-back Miss Basketball awards. She is the reigning Miss Basketball, and she is nominated for it again. Middleton not going to take the shot. 50 seconds to go. Counting it down for the home-standing Riverdale Lady Warriors. John Wild going to win a third state championship as he takes his fourth different school to a state final.
John's finally breaking the six-man rotation.
Foul called on Knack, her first. And here's Barbie headed to the bench.
The curtain call.
20 points and 1,000 thrills. Chacobia Barbie headed to Georgia with some hardware.
Well, two of the three finalists, one going to the Lady Vols, one going to the Lady Bulldogs of Georgia. Be interesting to see how that vote turns out.
This AAA was star-studded among the teams. We mentioned 5 ranked in the top 50 in ESPN's national poll. Let's face it, fantastic girls basketball in the state of Tennessee, and in AAA in particular this year. 30 seconds remaining. Riverdale has fought off a valiant comeback as Gregory with a basket and a final timeout for Science Hill. As Coach Darrell Barnwell will gather the girls up one more time to discuss it. But Riverdale with a great victory after a great start. And you have to think, when it got down to 7, they could have gotten shaky. They had let a 25-point lead get to 7, and yet they just kept playing the game and playing the game, and when they had a chance to step on the accelerator and end this thing, they did it.
There's no question about it, and you know, I think if you told me one factor of this game, number one, it's the trigger man in Barbie, who is able to, when she has the ball, it's all hers. She is an outstanding talent. But their full court pressure defense really set the tone early, and even when it got close, was able to get them the ball back, get some possessions where they got conversions, and left no doubt as to who the best team in the state of Tennessee is.
Well, they felt better after their quarterfinal win over Mount Juliet. They beat Mount Juliet 3 times this year, but that was the team they really had the most trouble with. Went to overtime with them once. When they won that one, that seemed to be the big hurdle for them mentally.
Right. Kaya Williams, a great player, a post player. At Mount Juliet, gave them a lot of trouble inside. She matched up physically with them.
Barbie back in the game. Maybe they want her to be handling it at the end. And then again, maybe not. They run the weave to run it out. She throws it up in the air. And the Riverdale Lady Warriors, for the second time in 3 years, are the champions of Class AAA in the state of Tennessee. The nation's number 5 team proves its mettle in their hometown of Murfreesboro.
Boy, what a pileup that was. And just think how many hours they practiced to enjoy that moment.
Started with a plan last summer for the type of team they wanted to be. Everybody being able to do various things, good versatility. And again, back to the training of Don Meyer at Lipscomb for John Wild. Fundamentally sound, good defense, box out, good rebounds, play smart. And the stat that stood out to me about him, double the number of assists to turnovers on the year. How many high school teams anywhere? How many college teams can you say that about?
I mean, that's a basketball statistic that's just almost unbelievable.
John Wild, state champion, standing by with Chad Withrow.
Coach, you guys win the state title. What does it feel like with this group, including these two great seniors?
Well, they are special, and there's three of them. Claire Chestnut's the other one, and Tori Watkins and Shakobia Barbie. They just had a heck of a run, and, you know, it's special. And I think this bunch has been pretty resilient because they were in this position last year, and we came up short with the silver ball, and I think it shows a lot about their character and their ability to work and regroup and really push themselves in the weight room and in practice and that sort of thing, and I couldn't be prouder.
Coach, I think I almost saw a smile there. Congratulations. Enjoy it.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's Coach John Wild.
Yeah. 70-55, Riverdale is able to knock off Science Hill to win the AAA state championship at the Blue Cross Basketball Championships in Murfreesboro. Shakobia Barbie gets it done.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat. Or we'll choose one for you.
Every one of you can treasure throughout your life, a distinction to carry with you always. In 2012, you were one of the top 3 basketball players in Class AAA in the whole state of Tennessee. And our first finalist, Shakobia Barbie from Riverdale High School. Shakobia, 5'11" senior post player, 4-year starter for the Warriors, averaging 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals per game. Shakobia shooting 48% from the field, 21% from three-point range, and 58% from the free throw line. She's been all-district 3 times and was named the district tournament MVP twice. Shakobia was the MVP of the state tournament in 2010 and was the winner of the Class AAA Miss Basketball Award last year. Her head coach, John Wild. How about a big hand? Our first finalist, Shakobia Barbie from Riverdale High School. And our second finalist, Nina Davis from Memphis Central High School. Nina's a 5'10" junior guard, a 3-year starter for the Warriors, who averages 19.4 points a game, 9 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and nearly 4 steals per game. She shoots 50.1% from the field, 30.5% from three-point range, and 73% from the free throw line. This year, she was named to the both District 16 AAA and Region 8 AAA MVP. She has scored over 1,500 points in her career for an average of more than 17 points per contest. Nina was named the MVP of the 2011 Class AAA state tournament. Her head coach here, Nikki Bray. How about a big hand? Nina Davis from Memphis Central High School. And our third finalist, Bashara Graves from Clarksville High School. Bashara is a 6'2 senior forward, 4-year starter for the Wildcats, averaging 21.3 points a game, 13.8 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 3 steals per contest. She shoots 65% from the field, 45% from three-point range, and 74% from the free throw line. She has scored over 2,300 points in her career and has over 1,600 rebounds. She's been named to the All-District and All-District tournament teams each year in her high school career. She's been selected to the All-Region team 3 times and was the Region 5 MVP as a junior. Bashara was an All-State selection the past 2 seasons, as well as being named to the All-Tournament team at the state tournament during those same years. Our third finalist, Bashara Graves from Clarksville High, and her head coach here today, Brian Rush. And your 2012 Class AAA Miss Basketball winner, Shakobia Barbie from Riverdale High School. How about a big round of applause once again, our winner, Shakobia Barbie, and our other finalist here this evening. On behalf of the TSSAA, we'd like to first recognize our competitors. Before we distribute our team trophies, we'd like to take a moment to thank some people who've helped make this a successful tournament. Please help us at this time recognize Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce, MTSU, and staff for their help in hosting the 2012 tournament and making it an outstanding event. We'd also like to thank Action Picks TN, the official photographer of the TSSAA. You can purchase pictures from the state championship online, actionpixtn.com. We'd also like to take a moment to thank Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, the Governor's Highway Safety Office, Tennessee Dairy Farmers, Rollins, Baptist Sports Medicine, Huff and Puff Trucking, and Action Picks TN for their support of the 2012 championship. Our first award this evening goes to the cheerleading squad that has demonstrated outstanding sportsmanship during our tournament. The Spirit Award goes to Riverdale High School, the Lady Warrior cheerleaders. Congratulations. And now the presentation of the runner-up coach's plaque. Head coach Daryl Barnwell from Science Hill High School. Unbelievable season, 38-1 this year. And now the presentation of the runner-up team, the Lady Hilltoppers from Science Hill High School. Great job, unbelievable, 38-1, falling just a little shy here today. A great game, a great comeback effort this evening. The Lady Hilltoppers. And now the presentation of the champion coach's plaque, and it belongs to head coach John Wild of Riverdale High School. State champion 2012. Congratulations, head coach Wild. presentation of the champion team in Class AAA for 2012, the Lady Warriors from Riverdale High School, state champions.
In 6 years, Coach Bargetzi, I think they've got something going at Riverdale.
They've got it going on, and I can't help but look at Mildred Ball up there watching her great-granddaughter, Alexa Middleton, accept that. And, I mean, that's an unbelievable family circle there.
And to have your great-grandmother be here and to know that she played in a state championship game in 1927. How about that story? And there she is right in the middle, here to see it and to experience it with Alexa Middleton. And again, back to Science Hill, one of the grittiest efforts over the last 2 days that you will ever see. They're going to be back here next year with a team that fully returns.
Absolutely, and I'm picking them right now to win this championship next year. Let's just see what happens.
Well, they're not happy right now, but last year they made it to the semifinals. This year, one step further. Next year, did they take the gold ball? That's what they're going to want to think. That's for certain.
Well, if an Upper East Tennessee team comes in and wins it over a West or Middle Tennessee team, it'll be a real upset in a lot of people's eyes. But they have made the effort to get there, and I wouldn't be surprised at all.
The AAA state tournament lived up to be what we thought it would be, filled with intrigue. And Riverdale, the favorite in a lot of people's minds when it began, they end up with the gold ball. They are the state champions, winning 70-55. I'm Mike Keith for Coach Ron Bargetzi, sending you now to your local PBS station. Good night, everybody.
And we're back here at Murphy Center, and I tell you what, there's only one thing better than being here experiencing all this great excitement, and that is watching it on your public television station across the state.
That's right, Sonia, and we're excited to be here.